So, last time we started off with Julius promising a fight. Oh shit. With the Empress, but she wanted an audience, so she demands Julius to bring his friends. Uh, to which Noreen and Jay find out about Mikhail, the spirit living, quote unquote, in the mill. Mikhail rearranges a basement to their liking and reveals that Kinless was actually in the mill lurking around. That is until he was kidnapped by a group of people who they later found out worked for Reed via Yeretsi. The group reconvenes at a new chapter, now with this information, and decide to look for Kinless until the Empress yet again demands a fight she was promised. To everyone's annoyance, they comply to go with her, and they teleported to the capital of the Empire. As Julius prepares to fight, uh, she informs that all of them fight her for it to be exciting. Reluctantly, they all join, and she is knocked out, but not before summoning Yamakatl, the sea serpent. Uh, Yamakatl apologizes for Yarechi's actions, fully heals the group, and helps them get back to the city where they end up in new chapter hours later. And that is where we left off. So as you all are drinking and relieving yourselves, you see the loudness of the crowd, or you hear the loudness of the crowd slowly gather around you as new chapter begins to fill up. Appreciating just the atmosphere. Maybe some of you just a bit anxious, super anxious. Attempting to ease into the noise that is the bar. You carefully watch the TV as an anchor to slowly drift away in alcoholic bliss. However, something on the news catches the attention of your friends. First one is the police commissioner gives his official response to the rogue enforcer officers, stating these previous officers of the law do not represent us or our organization. We will be conducting a full investigation on these individuals, find out their next plans, and we will bring them to justice before more harm can be done to the citizens of New Edengard. Officers Blackbriar, Pelagiano, Malapravada, and Rosin, along with Lieutenants Firahel, Mayhem, and Timbers. Jay, you recognize some of these as one of them is your name. The other three being Julius's your Timbers and his Mayhem. The other two the other three you're not very sure. The next segment is Battle East pop star Arabella Beachstar is still missing, and her management is now offering 100,000 platinum for information regarding her whereabouts. And the third one of the night, new genetic research on the development of reptilian humanoids concluded that they are more prone to violence due to a genome sequence that has been discovered. More at 11.
Give the TV a look like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
There's a very clear kind of sigh in the bar. Most of the people here recognize that last one's probably bullshit. um, However, you could hear off in the distance, maybe. Actually, each of you make me a perception check.
Okay.
Let's say with disadvantage because, trying to drown your sorrows.
Drunk.
My sheet is
Yeah.
loading.
If I'm not drinking, do I need to make it a
no,
disadvantage?
yeah, with normal advantage, or fuck, no advantage.
I probably would have only had one drink. Should I do a Constitution first to see?
You were pretty prone to it the first time you drank, so yeah, sure, go ahead. Make a con.
Okay. Con save.
Yeah.
There it is. Nope.
Oh yeah. Then do it with disadvantage.
Okay. Perception.
Pretty good.
2 14s.
So you even hear that there's like some people joking around. There's some like dragonborn here within the bar. You kind of hear some of them cracking a few jokes. A few...
I'm also just like at the mention of Arabella, like my hand tightened around my glass, and I'm just glaring at the TV even through the next segment.
Right. Yeah. People, the Dragonborn specifically, are also disgruntled. While I imagine you are as well.
For many reasons. Seen this before.
Narrating you with Arabella's news, and Jay and Julius, I would assume, would also be, a bit discomforted, to say the least. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just said probably not. I'm probably more curious as to who the other 3 names were that we didn't recognize.
Gotcha.
That's like, because, oh no, they're looking for us. Tell me something I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like this has been a fact for the last like 6 months. Like.
Yeah. Oh. It hasn't been 6 months. Maybe like
4?
Actually, I don't fucking know. I need an official timekeeper, dude. But you know what? Let's just say
timekeeper.
a few months. Yeah, let's say a few months. At the very least 2. However, as you guys keep on drinking, or maybe
I'm actually gonna like wave the bartender over, just like, how long has Arabella been missing?
2 weeks now.
2 weeks.
Yeah, she was making quite a big deal about proving your innocence. Like a few months ago.
How so?
She was just making a lot of impromptu concerts, if you can say that. They were a lot more like rallies.
Here or in Ballast?
Everywhere in Asharia.
Huh.
But I think most of them were around here.
I just look to the others, go, read.
Looks over with a
maybe.
look. They weren't really paying attention that well. They're on their 6th glass.
just like all of that sounds very pointed.
It's at this point, where a woman around you guys starts sifting through the crowd, and she begins heading into the bar, where you guys are, and she actually sits right next to you, Noreen.
Mm-hmm.
And she begins drinking and being very casual with the bartender, Cassandra. Cassandra goes over. They try to be quiet, but you know it's a bar. You kind of have to be a little bit loud to be able to hear the other person.
And with my teen passive perception,
16, right?
18.
18. Oh damn.
Yeah.
You could. So they're talking. You can tell it's in code. But they're basically talking about if there's any more jobs and stuff like that. But more specifically, if those people that Reed is after need any help.
I'm definitely like paying close attention, but trying to like act like I'm not, like
Right, yeah.
looking down at my glass, but like at them out of the corner of my eye, sort of thing.
Does anybody else need to make perception check?
What'd you say?
Does anybody else need to make perception checks? Or are we too far away?
You can if you would be interested in hearing. You would be able to hear what Noreen was hearing. Make a either performance or stealth check. I'll leave it up to you.
They're both a +2, so.
Nice.
Oh, I still have the disadvantage on,
Yeah,
but I guess I
14.
am drunk.
Oh right, yeah, you are a little bit drunk. So she definitely notices that you're turning your head, but as far as you're concerned, she's still at the bar trying to just drinking.
I doubt she's super worried. She's talking in code.
Yeah. I'm also probably like looking or watching the bartender because she knows who we are, right?
I mean,
bartender?
she showed up at her house with a letter from
The
Momo.
bartender, yeah.
Yeah. I'm also like watching her to see how she's reacting to how this new person is to what this new person is saying.
Make insight.
Insight?
Yeah, it's not too hard. There's a couple wait, hold up. Let me roll real quick. Cool. So there's a couple quick glances pointing at you guys. However, it is very discreet, and it's trying to make sure that you guys are taking the hint. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hello?
Narines want to go to Reed's tower and search his basement is growing even more.
I don't know about none of these tower basements.
Like, maybe Arabella's being kept in the same place as Kinless?
This is the fish guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Same race as Narine.
All I know is that they're in the same place as probably Reed.
Okay, I am back. Anything I should know?
Just that Narine really wants to go rescue her friends.
Gotcha.
And is keeping her fingers crossed that they're both being kept in the same place.
And we don't necessarily know that she's been, like, kidnapped.
She's disappeared, and that news broadcast seemed very strangely pointed.
Perhaps. It's at this point where Cassandra's kind of just bartending normally, and a minute or two later, the woman next to you, Noreen, glances over and asks you, "Do you know what happened to the bodyguard that was here?"
What's the name of the
You
Brian the guy? The man, the legend, the myth?
you're talking to the woman? Jay?
Yeah.
She shakes her head. Also, Noreen, I don't think her name was dropped.
Oh, the bodyguard she was talking about was talking about the one that Julius picked a fight with?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, and then the woman begins describing her. You know, big, bulky, had a weird thing swinging, kind of like a mace.
Apparently she got into a bit of a scuffle, and then both her and the temporary I guess bar owner, the person that's been looking after this place lately, both left. Narine's like trying to give her some information, but like trying to keep some stuff hidden.
Gotcha.
Narine's not sure how much she should reveal, basically, and is like kind of yeah.
Yeah, roll persuasion.
Okay.
Nice. You seem for the most part that she seems to be following what you're trailing.
It's all true, it's just
Yeah.
they left with us.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
of
we
course.
came back without them.
Yeah. No, of course. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to have you do deception, because I mean, it's,
Yeah.
Are you guys around here?
Are we from around here?
Yeah.
I've been living around here for a while, but I'm not from around here.
Yeah, I've been here or there for the last here and there for the last little bit, but I grew up in the city.
What about the other two friends?
I'll gesture to Wally. I was just like, they're like me. Been around for a little bit, but from somewhere else.
And Soul Patch over here, he grew up in the city as well.
Are they wasted?
Yeah. Rough day.
Blinks. Confused. They've only had 7 drinks. I mean, come on, they're not that wasted.
Gotcha. Did you guys see the news earlier? That was kind of awful. I don't know why they would air some shit like that. And she's specifically talking to Walleye here.
Mm-hmm.
They nod.
Narine's like biting her tongue.
They have their attention. They're just nodding right now.
Jay's just been like sitting at the bar, like scribbling on like a little like mini notepad. He's gonna like flip to another page on a notepad, write something down,
Mm-hmm.
like fold it up and give it to oh, I haven't named him. My homunculus servant, the bird.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give it to him. He's just gonna like fly outside of the bar.
Nice. Do you happen to have a token?
I do not.
It's okay. I assume it's like pretty small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tiny robot bird.
Yeah.
My first thought as like my first like mental image of it. I don't know if you know the like really old movie Clash of the Titans,
Wow.
but there was like a robot owl in that. I don't remember the robot owl's name, but that was my first thought.
I haven't seen that movie in a minute, but I think.
I'm talking about the original where the like peak special effects were stop motion.
Oh.
Not the remake.
Okay, yeah, then I haven't seen it.
And the owl shows up briefly in the remake, and then they're just like, now let's. It was just like a cameo, but.
Gotcha. Cool. Some people notice this bird just flying around, leaving the bar casually. The woman then goes, you guys work here? Like, you know, work.
Jake's head, no. They're just
I
sitting
used
there
to work
talking about the
part-time
bar.
Part-time?
Yeah, I was a part-time worker here a while ago.
Come in when they needed help.
Oh, sorry, I'm a bit rude. My name's Noel. You can tell at this point that this person clearly doesn't have as much people skills as, say, Julius. um, imagine, like, almost the exact opposite of Julius. Just trying their 100% best to say something relevant.
Mm-hmm.
And the somewhat flashy atmosphere, along with her clothing, is a little bit hard to tell. But after a little bit of getting to talk to this person, you can tell that she is an echo. Probably only Julius would realize. Walleye and Noreen would probably assume that's just like some sort of fashion statement or something.
I, the player, don't know what an echo is, so that works doubly well.
So
Don't spoil it for me.
Okay, gotcha. Heard. So she tells you her name, awkwardly waits. What's your guys' name?
I'm waiting for Jay to answer to see if he gives actual name or a fake name.
I'm contemplating that answer. I was hoping someone else would answer. Fuck. God damn it. Fuck it, I'll just say Jay.
Then I'll follow with Noreen.
Are you guys the big guys after? She says a little bit more quietly.
I'll answer just as correctly. Well, we haven't made a very good impression with them.
Rug.
Well, the three of us haven't made a very good impression with them. I'm not sure about them.
He didn't seem that big to me.
Well, you know, reputation and all. Do you guys need help?
Rug.
What do you think about him?
I think he's an asshole that shouldn't be trusted.
Yeah.
Oh god, no. Noreen, hell no. I just saw the picture that you uploaded. God, no. That thing is nightmare fuel.
Hmm? Eh? What am I missing?
It was my first thought when I thought of a
Oh, yeah, the
bird.
bird. Bubo.
Boobo.
No,
Bubo.
that is actually slightly terrifying.
Bubo.
It's not so bad when it's, well, it might even actually be worse when it's like animated with stop motion.
Bubo.
That's a cool token. Um,
This is. I think I'm gonna name him Poe.
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 Gotcha.
POE.
Yeah.
Fitting. Um. Are you guys doing it for guys after him for personal reasons? Well, I can only really assume, right? Unless you're like environmental terrorist group.
Well, it wasn't.
Jake's head no
me
very
until-
furiously.
Yeah.
It wasn't personal for me until very recently. I was just helping out.
Right.
Right. Stumble to grab a bar napkin.
There is one nearby.
Right down to the best of my ability. I am not involved with them.
Oh. I'm sorry. I thought they were with you guys.
Right down under that. Not all lizards are terrorists.
It's at this point where she looks a bit more panicky. Oh, no, no, I didn't think you were.
Right down. Good.
There's this very awkward smile that
I really wish I knew the restoration spell.
there's a very awkward smile that is on her face, which quickly goes away as she tries to cover herself.
Oh, I love that we're on two different subjects right now.
Um. Well,
I'll reach my hand over and like push a little button on my sleeve or on my like arm guard, I guess.
mhm.
Poe comes back in, just like lands on my shoulder and kind of like, you know how like birds kind of like, I don't know how to say it other than they kind of loaf, like they lower their body, like
Oh yeah, kind of like cats.
yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And he do that for kind of like almost until like you can't really tell like there's a bird sitting on my shoulder.
Mhm.
It's just like one shoulder is slightly higher than the other.
Gotcha.
He drops the paper and I just kind of like flick it over, like kind of like slide it across the bar. And it asks, it was originally supposed to be like when she left, like if this conversation never happened, when she left, it would deliver the note, being like, "Why are you asking about us? Do you know of the other vigilantes?"
I don't really know anyone else. I just been getting back to work recently. Just by myself.
There were three, right? There was her, the hacky one. I'm trying to remember what Cassandra told us.
You have a handout. It is the folder. So there is Spyglass, Iron Roach, and Phantasm.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I've just been working alone. I was just recovering from an accident.
Would you mind making a wisdom save for me?
Yeah. You're gonna use your judgment.
Yep.
Yeah. Give me a second, I'm just giving you access to Poe. There we go. Fuck it. Show to all players. Okay. Can you ping judgment for me? Cause I forgot what it does.
It's been a while.
Yeah, right.
Re-add it to the sheet. It is lore dropped in.
I'm so glad I put
Not lore drop. Game info.
dropped in. Yeah.
Save is gross.
What's the DC?
8 plus 12.
12. Okay.
Not very high.
Um, I had to secret roll this just cause reasons. So you realize that this person was an echo, and um, it made it somewhat hard for you to hone in on their, let's say, soul, uh, their intentions, their heart, whatever you want to call it. Um, and you can't really get a good read on this person.
No micro expressions to analyze.
Yeah. Well, I think it's less micro expressions, more like seeing through someone almost literally. It's kind of how I envision the power. Um it's like looking into looking into their soul basically.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, it's a little hard for you to uh get their true intentions out. Oh, the music stopped. They're not aware of this, right? No. Um, well, if you guys ever need a little bit of help, I'm still a bit rusty. Um, I got a phone recently, so here you go. She just leaves it in between all of you.
Phone?
Huh? No, her phone number, not the phone.
I was like, That's not how phones work.
Actually, you know what? That'd be so funny. So she grabs her phone, leaves it. Uh, if you ever need to call me, my phone's right there. Um, yeah. Slowly begins to walk away. Puts her hood up.
Narin's just confused.
I do like this little whistle. Poe grabs the phone and just goes and like drops it into her pocket. And like it lands on her shoulder and is like, the note had my contact information on it. Just put that into your contacts. We'll talk later, not in a crowded bar.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Nice. And as soon as she goes into the crowd, she disappears.
And my eyes must be getting real fuzzy.
Yeah, it is.
Did the echo just like dissipate?
No, like they went into the crowd and you didn't see them again. They just disappeared. Like
With my magic sight, my detect magic, can I still like see a magical aura?
Is Poe floating in the air as he's just sitting on this girl's shoulder?
So so what from you can tell from being like right next to the person, there was this very distinct force that made it easy to tell when an echo was nearby. But you don't feel that anymore.
I probably wouldn't understand that what I saw was like the magical aura of an echo. Just I would probably just assume that it was some other kind of magic user.
Right. Yeah.
So.
But what are you guys doing now? Are you guys gonna keep drinking until you go home?
Probably get Walleye home.
Can you get while I home?
Only on my 10th drink.
You slur writing on a napkin.
Exactly.
Illegible writing.
I'm
not even gonna tell you what they're writing at this point.
Somewhere halfway between like printed cursive, but not enough of either to really understand.
Yeah.
It's like if you took a doctor's note and like a first grader just learning cursive.
Baby
Yes.
doctor.
Yeah, Dr. Baby.
Dr. Baby.
PhD.
Cool. Right, then I'll say
Yeah,
go
Still
ahead.
has half to like go to Reed's Tower just right now. But then she looks at Wally, just like, maybe get them to a more coherent state at least.
Nice.
Try to order water. That'll sober them up.
Awesome. Then I will take you guys back home to the undecided mill.
This is Wally and Julius's first look at the new basement.
It is definitely. So I'll say that it's around like 10, 11 o'clock. It's pretty late. The countryside, or it's not even the countryside. It's just, we'll say it's the countryside. The countryside is a bit quiet. As you guys return home. Let me get rid of the fake walleye. Oh. You guys rest up unless you guys are doing anything specifically. But
I'll rest to get my spell slots back and possibly shuffle around spells.
what was that last part?
I said, and possibly shuffle around my spells.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. You guys get a full night's rest. May be waking up a little bit later than usual, but
Mm-hmm.
a good rest nonetheless. To which you wake up in the morning, all fully healed.
Wonderful.
There's just a box sitting outside of Walleye's room.
Is it placed directly in front of the door?
Yes.
Is it blocking the door? Because it's a push out.
Maybe.
Is it make a strength check to get past this?
No, it's a small box.
Alright, yeah, push it through. Push on through. Let's look at this box. Very nice. Cardboard.
Yes. Happy birthday.
Go ahead and tell them what he won, what they won.
Oh, what did I win? It's in box number 1.
You got the bulbs that I sent you.
Wow. The thing. I gotta go find the stats for that again. There they are. Attunement or nah?
That is.
Nope.
It was up to me? No.
Not attunement?
No.
That's
Nope,
up to
nope.
that's up to Geo.
Nope.
Not attunement.
No.
Great. Slip it
Imagine
under the
them
clothes.
Imagine them like tools.
Slips on under the wrist, under the shirt, jacket, whatever it is.
Do
I don't recommend putting them underneath your wrist. You kind of need those.
Underneath the clothes, not the wrist.
did you send them the
Yeah, I have the stats.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Looking at them.
Awesome.
Gotta add this onto the thing.
But basically, for Nerean's sake, and possibly Julius's, kind of like a little bit of a Spider-Man thing going on, except not a spider, scorpion, right? More scorpion.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're bracers of the scorpion. If it's anything that is medium or smaller, he can basically become Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
Nice.
And doink them to where he's at and grapple them at the same time. Or if it's larger than him, then it pulls him to the other creature.
Damn.
Nice.
Damn.
Awesome. So the day is just begun. What are you guys up to? Oh, wait, hold up. I did ask this question earlier. You guys might have been working on some stuff, right? I think Nereen, you were learning how to ride a
Yep.
yeah.
I was learning how to drive.
Yeah. How
And I had been going to a class, but I'm assuming that is no longer a thing, considering
That class.
everything.
right. How
So
much
Jay or Julius wants to teach me.
I'm sure he can. How long do you have on that? Like how many weeks do you have left?
I don't remember. I don't think I spent much time on it. I want to say it was I've only done maybe 2 or 3 or 2 to 4, I think, weeks out of the 8 or 10 that it was.
We'll say 4 and we'll say 8. um, Jay, were you working on something?
Yes. If the gloves only took a couple of hours, which I was able to do
Mm-hmm.
during the time that the rest of the party was finishing their long rest. Gotta love elf bullshit.
Right?
Then I would be starting on the necklace,
Nice.
which you said 3 days.
Yeah. But you didn't have like any other pending things like that took like weeks?
That depends on how long it's gonna take to get a pair of thrusters strapped to my legs to behave properly.
We could say it takes you a few weeks.
Okay.
To like completely be able to like fully embrace it, fully control it.
You literally are doing the Iron Man thing.
Yeah.
Listen, I received a gift in the form of a body. I'm not going to squander that gift.
You have a way with words. I am going to just message Julius whenever he has a chance on whatever he was working on. There was something, I think, but we'll see.
Knowing my man, he's probably training.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. He was training something. He was cooking.
Let him cook.
Do we still have any of the information from when we had our mission against Reed in the first place when we infiltrated the gala?
Information on...
I'm specifically trying to or asking if like we have a blueprint or floor plan of the tower.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I'm just sort of like focused on trying to get my friends back,
Oh, of course.
considering both of my friends from the surface world that aren't part of this team are gone.
Yeah.
So
Damn, you've already forgotten about our dragonborn friend that quickly.
I still consider him part of the team, even though like out of character, like he's not part of our group anymore. Like Narian still considers Dragonborn as part of the team, just on a extended leave from the team.
I feel
Yeah,
like
you
his
still got
name
an
would have been Boba.
equivalent. They're just an alcoholic and can't talk.
So
Our new lizard friend is not the Dovahkiin. He cannot shout.
They can't shout, but they can roar.
That's true.
How does that work?
Don't think about it.
The
Bellowing.
But both of my friends that actually no, I did forget about Dorothy, so hopefully Dorothy's okay.
Okay, I've interrupted the DM enough. What's he got to say?
No, I mean I love letting you guys talk. But you guys can check on them, like where
Yeah, I
Dorothy
probably
lives.
would, like, in the process of trying to like think through or trying to plan as best as I can about like what we should do to rescue my friends. I probably would just like at some point come out of my room just like, Dorothy, we should probably check on her.
Oh my god. I can adjust the token size.
Completely ignoring Dorothy.
Gives you a look of who.
I'm still doing an NPC character sheet for Poe.
That is fair. I assume Julius would definitely be with Noreen. Trying to get Jade to focus instead of tinkering with the little tiny bird. Trying to get Jade to focus on the renter, the tenant.
He's like, Jay, she was at your place, right?
Oh no, I probably would have kept in touch, especially with the guy that I let live in my house.
Captain contact how?
Send a text. Hey, how are things? Have you burned down the house? It's like just making sure everything's still.
Sure, but have you?
I'm not sure because like in my head, it's like I'm like, I think I mentioned it's like I'll like send him a text every now and then, like way back when. But then we ran into him as a big beefy man in big beefy armor. So it's just like I'm not sure if he was like really answering those texts or if he's just like, yeah, I'm fine.
Definitely not. You did not get a message back. But if you want to check on Dorothy, you guys can definitely do that now. Which Julius is up for.
I'd still need to ride with somebody on the motorcycle.
Why isn't saying no?
Then
Sure don't know who Dorothy is. So.
Julius will gladly try to fit you guys into one motorcycle.
I'll go.
And you guys would be
The
able
player is distracted right now. It's not super distracted.
Gotcha. So
Walleye's never been on a motorcycle before.
you just hold on tight to, let's say, Julius, just because he'd be able to take it if you decide to grip really hard.
Should I start having them roll damage?
Yeah, let's yeah. Nah, it's fine. Oh shit, I didn't move you guys. Oop. So where are you guys right now? You guys are making your way from Waffle Place into Dorothy's house. So you arrive, and to your absolute horror, the door is a little bit dirty. But everything seems to be fine. As far as the front as far as the front goes. What happened to Is he good? What the fuck? When did he leave?
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't even realize he was.
So for some reason I thought the bot did, even though the music was still playing.
Yeah.
So used to just that happening.
Either way, Dorothy's fine.
I'd probably be like as we approach the door, just like trying to see if there's any worrying signs.
Um, 18 perception. Nope, not at all. You guys
Okay.
knock on the door. Dorothy's there.
Okay.
She hugs you. Um, welcomes you all into her little home. Oh, Darian, I'm so happy you're okay.
I'm happy you are.
Why do you say that?
A couple of my friends have run into trouble lately, so I just wanted to make sure that you weren't among them.
Among them? No,
They-
I'm fine, dearie. Where's Billy? I haven't seen him in a little bit.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
Oh, is he doing okay in his new job? Do you know?
He got in trouble a little bit with one of his superiors, I think.
Oh, okay. That sounds. You better be a good boy. We don't want him causing trouble around here. There's enough trouble as is.
Tell me about it.
Jay, you've gotten thinner. Eat up. Have some.
That was unfortunate. My internet died as soon as you said to your absolute core.
Oh my god. That is perfect timing. No, but
It was because it's to your absolute horror and then silence. And I was like, yeah, what? And then like a few more seconds went by. I was like, bro, don't do this to me. And then I realized my internet was dead.
Oh, that is perfect. But yeah, Dorothy's fine. You want some chicken soup?
Oh yeah, I loved your chicken soup.
Oh, you always hated it, but here you go.
I didn't.
I know you did. Here you go. Eat up.
And you literally can't go wrong with chicken noodle soup.
Your friend Wraith sure got bigger.
This isn't Wraith. This is a new friend.
They're in chicken form.
Oh shit! Right.
They're going senile. I think they're going senile. Like, I don't know. That's the old person voice I heard before, so I don't know. They're younger.
Yeah, she's a little old lady. Emphasis on little because she's a halfling.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, they're going senile.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh. Okay.
This is a new friend. Their name is Walleye.
Oh.
Race busy with his own stuff.
Wave.
Oh, okay, okay. You guys are gonna sleep here for a while?
I think it would be better if we stayed at our new place. We have a mill down in. I am horrible at remembering names, especially places.
Averton.
Yeah, we have a mill. We have a mill down in Averton. That's where we've been staying lately. Well,
Okay. You have to take me there sometime.
well, that would be up to Jay.
Oh.
But like I said, some of our friends have run into some trouble lately, and we don't want to bring that to you, too.
Oh.
I would love to bring you to the mill, but it's a total mess right now. We're in the middle of some renovations.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you what, as soon as we finish the renovations and get everything looking like it should, I'll show you around.
Okay. I get it. I had to deal with asbestos when I was a child. It's no fun. You guys take care.
You too.
Go help your friends. I'll be right here. Yeah, she seems fine.
Yeah.
Julius at this point mentions that he has an appointment, but he understands how important getting your friends is, so he is going to prioritize helping you. So, Narian, what are you up to right now?
Well, with that concern out of the way, just like, is there anyone else we should check on?
From a DM perspective, none that I am remembering.
Yeah, because well, yeah, my I just know that I had the three, Arabella, Kinless, and Dorothy as like the people that I met before I met Momo and Jay and Julius and them. So.
Cool. Everyone seems to be fine. What is your next move? You mentioned that you wanted to know if you had the blueprints to like the first level. Yeah. You definitely do. Like I said before.
Is there any sign of how to get to the lower floors? Because that's what Nareen's like. Why Nareen is just like, okay, blueprints got planned.
Right. Yeah. I believe that I can check right now. But I believe.
And the other thing that she would probably be doing, in terms of like trying to, basically trying to move forward with her need to help her friends, just trying to see if she could, figure out like the last time that Arabella was noted in public, and see if she can figure out from there like anything suspicious.
Right.
Like she has a strong suspicion what happened to her, but like any information.
Yeah. You can probably use. You have a flip phone, right?
Yes.
Someone in here has a decent phone, so you can roll investigation to look on someone's phone to see like what her last.
Well, I mean, we are next to the library.
That is true. You have a computer at your disposal.
So investigation?
Yeah.
Nope.
Computers are a mystery to you.
Yeah.
But a simple.
I didn't actually mean to click that. I was just trying to get back to my, like, I was looking at my modifier and like, hose sheet is like halfway covering it, so I like tried to click to bring it back to the top.
It's fine.
What? Let me clarify. What are we investigating?
Arabella's last known location.
Yeah.
That's the
trying to
pop
figure out.
star, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the pop star that
Let's see.
that I am friends with.
Sit down at a computer. AOL.com.
Nice.
That's
20.
pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah, you find out within a few clicks Uh, she was last seen performing in Hitori Town. She had an entire block blocked off. Uh, and as soon as she was like leaving, she got in her usual like van where she keeps all her gear and stuff. And then she drove away.
You see, you didn't find this information because you were using Google. Well, I used AOL.
She was using Bing.
Bing.
I no, the problem is like E for internet, right? Internet Explorer.
Still applying the update.
Walleye has not used a computer before this point.
So yeah, that was her last known location.
Can't
and-
help but notice the proximity to Valor Tower there.
Yeah.
Down.
Weird, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that is.
Anything else you wanna? You rolled pretty good investigation. Your group. Anything else?
Walleye will do their own personal search, which I'll DM you about later.
Gotcha. So about the blueprints. So although it is only the ground floor, it does have some mentions of like bottom floors, like the basements and such. One of them specifically has a room connected to the basement, which leads into the sewers, though. So you can muster up that the sewers is one way to go.
Yeah.
If you don't want to just walk in.
If you don't want to try walking in through the front door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do sewers.
Walleye does not have any strong opinions on either approach.
Jay?
Don't care about being a sewer gator.
Shrug.
Water's water.
Okay.
Oh,
That's what
right.
Narine's thinking.
At this point, they would have just packed the makeup kit.
Cool. You guys remember that there is a sewer underneath new chapter, so you figure that is a good place to start.
Yeah.
You guys head
That's
over.
not too either.
What'd you say?
I said that's not too far either.
Yes.
Looking at the map.
You guys go over to new chapter, not necessarily going in, just going around the streets, and you
Maybe scouting out the sewers to see if we can figure out where it might connect into Valor Tower, but not necessarily going in just yet.
Awesome.
Narine can do that scouting around on her own as a rat if nobody else wants to like potentially run into trouble. But
if you're doing that, you can roll survival. I think the last time I prompted this. Nice. It doesn't take you long. You turn into a little rat. You follow the other rats to their dens. Closer and closer to Valor Tower, where you can triangulate pretty well where it would be. You
Oops.
you find it pretty easily, and you
Okay.
have a sure direction if you go that way to the top right.
Okay.
This token does not have sight.
Oh, god damn it.
Mm. So yeah, if I'm doing this scouting on my own, then after I come back, I'd come back up. I'd probably like try to sketch out a map
Gotcha.
for the others so that we have a little more for planning purposes.
Of course.
Because clearly we're not just going to storm in like Nareen was thinking about doing at first.
Yeah. However, I can show you where the location of what it looked like. Do you have a rat token?
I don't know. Let me look through my million tokens.
Apparently not, but we'll just keep you as Nareen.
Yeah.
So,
That's one of those ones where it's just like I'd only use for like roleplay things and not really need to stats.
yeah. So you won't be able to. The rest of you won't be able to see, but Noreen, you, as you get closer, you see enforcer soldiers guarding the obvious entrance to the basement.
Okay.
The room is pretty awful considering it's still a sewer.
Still have sight.
But yeah, unfortunately, you know what? I'll just place you guys. I don't give a fuck.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't place you guys just because.
well, this token still doesn't have sight.
Oh god damn it!
All right.
Sorry.
You guys.
There we go.
Yeah. You guys are not here,
Hmm.
so you can move around as you fucking please.
Oh.
So it is pretty disgusting. However, it is just a little bit less disgusting just because Reed Industries has the money to make it a little bit less disgusting. As you get closer, you have the soldiers. They're pretty undistracted until one of them goes, "Man, I'm hungry." The other one, the one on the left, just looks at the one on the right, shakes his head, and then starts looking forward again. And but they are pretty pretty focused with what I'm trying to fucking say.
Yeah, I'm only able to maintain my wild shape for 2 hours, I think, currently. Let me look for wild shape in my million things on here. Let's see here. Of course, wild shape itself is a novel.
As you creep up closer and closer to the enforcers, the enforcer soldier fires your way, but not shooting at you. Probably just like a square in front of you. You hear the one on the right say, "Hey man, Just a rat.
Yeah, when he fires, I'd probably just like startle, like acting as much like a rat as I can, just startle and run over to the corner over here.
The one on the left goes, I hate rats. Especially those big people looking one. God. The one on the right, you wouldn't be able to see him, but he goes, geez, man. Calm down. And they focus back up.
Yeah, so half of druid level rounded down, so that would be 2 hours.
Nice.
So
I'd say
however long.
it'd take you about like 15 minutes. So you have plenty of time.
Yeah, I'll basically like sit and wait over here, trying to basically trying to listen into the guards as much as I can, see if I can figure out any sort of like shift change or like just anything that we can use to get past them.
Gotcha.
For basically listening for as long as I can while still being able to maintain wild shape on my way out.
So you throughout the how long are you staying there?
That would be an hour and a half, I think. So 15 minutes in, hour and a half sitting here, and then 15 minutes to get out.
Cool.
Is 2 hours.
Are we all like in the sewers, just like further back than this?
I would
If you want to be.
Yeah, it's up to you. But I would say that you're not up until you're not on the map. The furthest you can be is like right before the turn when you get into this room. That's as far as you can go.
Well,
But Nerine, you can tell their shift changes at 8 or no not 8, I'm sorry, at 12 a.m. and p.m. There are 4 turns, so like 12 to hold on, I'm doing the math wrong. Yeah, 12 to 6, 6 to 12 a.m. and p.m.
Okay.
They get like 30-minute breaks. Or actually not even. They get 5 minutes.
They can sit down on the stairs instead of standing.
Yeah, or go to the bathroom.
You've got perfectly good sewer water right there to go to the bathroom in.
But yeah, they would have to be standing, keeping a very observant eye out.
so I'm not here,
Nope.
but I'm here.
Okay.
I'm just sort of like keeping watch over Noreen just to make sure like nothing goes wrong.
Perception. Or what's your passive perception? But you could
16.
you could that's pretty good. You can still roll perception if you want.
Oh, I need to roll it from here. Roll. Yeah.
Nice. Nothing out of the usual. just rat stuff.
Mm.
Maybe it traumatizes you a little bit, but nothing crazy.
So this thing's they're cameras. It's a robot. His eyes are cameras.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say optical sensors, but then it's like, no, that's
That's a camera.
extra.
That is
That's a
definitely-
little extra. It has dark vision out to 60 feet, so
Cool.
he can see up to like where the guards are.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
And Jay's just sitting like a few hallways back,
Mhm.
just or like about 100-ish feet away from like the center of this room.
Okay.
Like with his phone out, and he's just like, it's essentially like a FaceTime call where he's just like, he has the video feed, and he's just got like an earbud in to be able to hear stuff.
Gotcha. I wanted to ask you something. I forgot.
You're probably briefly alarmed when the one guy shot at me.
Yeah. How about when would this be? Actually, you know what? It doesn't matter. How big's the bird again? Is it like the size of
It's
a normal?
tiny.
Tiny.
It's a tiny construct.
So is that like inches?
He's
Like a few?
probably somewhere between 8 to 10 inches tall.
Gotcha. Let me see.
He has a walking speed of 20 feet, so I probably wouldn't be like flying around because it's like the wingspan of a bird would be
Mhm.
that size, would be like 2 or 3 feet.
Yeah. You're not like flying around, right? You're just
No,
okay. Cool.
I like hopped in, like did a little bird hop, and then just like kind of like hopped up onto like. Actually, no, I'm probably like loafing like right next to this box,
Gotcha.
just with like my head poking out so like the camera can see.
Mhm. The one on the left notices, the little bird. Is that a fucking bird? The one on the right.
Do I need to roll stealth for this thing?
Nah, honestly, no. The the one on the right just goes. Just a bird, dude. Calm down.
Hearing them notice the bird, I'd probably like kind of try to distract by just running across still as the rat.
That fucking rat again, dude. Are you serious? I really don't want to be stationed with you right now, or again.
Yes, good start a fight between them.
I'm calling Hank, dude. I think you're racist. What? And they just start bickering. This goes on for a little bit, but they decide to just ignore each other and just focus on the job like a few minutes later. But other than that, you other than the shift changes, was there something else that you were
Not really. I don't think there would be anything I could use socially, so
Gotcha. Yeah, then,
other than the brief argument that just happened.
right, yeah. Yeah, you now know the shift changes for the sewers.
Mhm. I'm just trying to do what I can while we're not doing anything.
Right, yeah. Of course. Um, you realize that you're gonna have to go back soon. So, little bird and rat, go back and reconvene.
Oh, we'll notice like the rat just like starting to make its way and acting like a predator. The Poe will just like swoop in because Poe can move a lot faster than rat run can. Swoop in and pick up the rat
Nice.
and fly off.
There would be a squeak of alarm from Noreen.
Nice. Are you guys going to stay here, or
Probably should head out of the sewer before discussing what.
I imagine it would be slightly terrifying. Because that was actually my main like concern about wild shaping with my druid. Was, like, what if Mark, my DM at the time, just decides that there's a cat?
Oh man. Cool.
Yeah, which is why I didn't like think about even using rats, because like things smaller than a cat would be a bit concerning to be like stepped on.
Yeah.
Oh no, there's a type of rat that is really satisfying to play as.
Yeah, the Rat King.
The cranium rat.
Mm.
It has a limited telepathy.
Does it actually?
Yes, it does. And you can fuck with guards so much.
That is crazy.
Like what Noreen was just doing, she's sitting there listening to them talk. You just imitate one and talk into the other one's head. So like she could have just imitated the one on the left and started like fucking with the one on the right by like just like
Saying racist.
God, I
shit.
can't stand lizards either.
Right. Fucking enable racism.
Just actually start a fight.
So you guys head back up. A little stinky, but you know, the city is full of stinky people, so no one really bats an eye. Surprisingly, there is still time for Julius to go get his things. I would say there's like probably like 15 minutes left. So yeah, with the prestidigitation, you guys are able to clean yourselves up. Make your way to Amers. Unless Noreen, you got something else you want to do to help finding your friends.
No, the only thing would be just to like write down what I learned, draw out draw out a like sketch of a map of the underground, just making sure we have that, making sure everyone's on the same page with it.
So as you guys are going over there, you guys talk about the plan, what to do, what not to do, probably. Actually, this time
Still
around,
got Pass Without Trace.
Yep. Honestly, you guys are fine. The city is pretty good for just escaping. Ironically. But yeah, people don't really bat an eye to you, even if you weren't wearing the makeup.
Yeah.
A lot of people are just like minding their own business. Where is Amers? Here it is. So, you guys arrive and are right outside Amers' place. I imagine Julius would be very happy, a little bit incomprehensible. just giddy on getting up with whatever he wants to work on. Oh, hello, dearies. Come in, come in. You wanted to see my brother, right? Julius nods. Amer just like, well, here you go. She leaves. The very old man is looking almost like a corpse. He goes up to Julius. Say, haven't I met you before? Julius is confused. He politely says no. Goes over to Walleye, begins hugging. My dear old chicken friend.
They're very uncomfortable with this.
Julius
Visibly.
Julius pulls the man away. Tells him that he needs his craftsmanship to help with whatever he's working on. I actually forget what exactly, but
Muffled chuckling from behind the clothes rack.
He goes over to Julius, gets real close. Yes, oh, give me your things. Is this all you need? I'm great at repairing these shields. These, I could do it all. I got the experience. He says it very concerningly. Like almost as if he's taking his last breath. You folks, do you need anything? Turns to the rest of you.
No, we're just tagging along.
I don't think they could have done. I don't think they can do anything for me, right?
Maybe. Could try asking.
That's the issue.
So you're. Let me make it easy for you.
Yeah. It's shield, I think, right?
Yeah. Are you're carrying it in your bag or something? Is it like obvious or
It's just on my back
on your back?
all the time.
All the time. Gotcha.
It's like a fashion statement.
The old man, he looks at you, goes around you a couple of times. That shield. It's mine. He
Big's head.
No. I mean, not mine anymore. Are you related to no, you're chicken. You can't be related. But on the off, did you buy this shield from a man named Insert Walleye's grandpappy's name?
Here, I'll make this easy and look it up.
I forget if you actually typed it.
Yes. Pike.
Pike, yeah.
Pike.
Are you related to, or
I nod.
you bought it from Pike? Why Why would he sell such a thing? I made it.
Pull out the notepad.
I made it with love.
Inheritance.
And oh, I didn't know he would have a chicken son.
Adopted.
Adopted. Oh,
It's not technically a lie.
that's fine. He is very old. Oh. Well, you break it? Why'd you break it?
Broken before.
Oh, I can fix it up for you. You know, give it to me.
It's almost a sparkle in their eye.
Give it to me.
They hand it over.
I'm not asking anymore.
Narine's like trying not.
They already handed it over.
Narine's trying to not act interested, but like this is the first time there's been any indication of what or of like anything about Walle's backstory.
Yes. What a fine shield this is. I'm very. He pauses for like a good minute. Good at what I do. Oh man. Give me or do you live here?
Write down passing through.
Oh. Well, pass through tomorrow. I'll have your stuff morning tomorrow.
They nod.
Yes.
This guy just passed for tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning. And this'll be good. Excuse me, young man. You have to pay for that.
Has the shield been
Look
described
over
anyway?
and be like, I pay for what? I haven't taken anything off the rack.
What did you say, Wale?
Has the shield actually been described to anybody? Does anyone actually know what it looks like here? Besides me and the DM?
I think this is the first time the shield's been mentioned.
Yep.
No, it's okay. I mean, it's been mentioned out of character. Like, I don't know. Let me go find the thing then. 'Cause y'all definitely would have seen this.
The only thing you've mentioned about the shield is the fact that you use a shield.
The shield is made out of silver and obsidian shields. Oh, you're not supposed to know that part. The majority of the shield is made out of silver, with the portion in the middle serving as something. That's obsidian.
I do know what it does.
Your shield, however, is damaged. The obsidian you see in the middle of the shield is cracked. It's silver with an obsidian inlay. Gee, wonder what that could do.
Well, just remember to pay my sister.
Mm.
Don't steal. I've been in your shoes. Don't steal.
I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you. Why are you blue?
That's just my natural skin tone.
Oh. Okay. Liberals. Well, yeah, come back tomorrow. Aber! What? children. Now he's old. Is there anything else you guys need?
Walleye shakes their head.
No, I think I'm good. Like I said, we're just traveling as a group today.
Okay. Stay out of trouble and like this old coot said, come back tomorrow.
Yep.
Goodbye. You guys head out.
Mm-hmm.
Presumably back home.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Cool.
Who wants to go to a sketchy dive bar?
Yes.
I'd rather go to a sketchy
please,
Waffle House. Waffle place.
I think I might have a map for Waffle House. I'm not sure though. I think I do.
I don't.
It looks like the Waffle House has found some new hosts.
It's up to you guys. Either
And the place is on the way back.
that is true.
What shenanigans will happen at the Waffle Palace? Or place, I don't know.
Waffle place.
Waffle location.
The best goddamn chocolate chip waffles you've ever had.
Well, of course it'd be the best. It'd be the only ones.
Cool. It's at this point where, it actually starts raining, which is inconsequential, but sets the mood for the map.
Doesn't bother Noreen any.
Nope.
Wall has to find cover quickly, or else look like a mutant chicken lizard hybrid.
As you guys get closer to Waffle Place, you see two very distinct looking fellows, just minding their own business. One's more like skeletal or very ripped skin, like very purple with a red hat. The other Noreen, you actually realize that this is another kind of sentient species from the sea.
Yeah.
I forgot their name. The
Agwin or something like that?
Sahuagin, yeah.
Yeah.
Sahuagin.
Yeah.
One showed up in the D&D like show that I watch sometimes.
Oh, nice.
So I recognize the token.
Yeah.
How can I not?
And they're kind of just chilling together. They're talking.
Oh, they're
I'm like looking at them strangely, but if they're not doing anything, then I won't bother.
You could roll insight if you want, but if you're just passing by, then probably not.
Well, the fact that there's another aquatic humanoid on land is kind of intriguing to me. So.
True. That's pretty good. They seem to be like very concerned and very scared, kind of just like being very close to the other weird looking fellow. They seemed a little scared.
Okay. Well, if they're not bothering anyone, then I won't bother them.
Cool. So yeah, you guys arrive at Waffle Place. There is some dragonborn reptilian fellows cooking. in the back with along with a tiefling. And you know this food's gonna be good if you guys are ordering. But
Maybe a little spicy.
yeah. But nothing you guys can't handle. Um, anything specific you guys are gonna talk about, or are you guys just gonna be?
I think this would probably be when I would be working on like sketching out the rough map of the sewers.
Gotcha.
Probably stealing a page out of Walleye's notebook to do so.
Nice.
Yeah, that handy one.
Uh,
Or 3. It's not even Wally's note. It was his notebook.
At one point, it was
Took
Jay's.
it. Never to give it back.
performance and sleight of hand.
Who for what?
Oh, sorry. Noreen, performance and sleight of hand for actually drawing the
Okay.
map. Wow.
Ooh.
While the penmanship isn't the best, you got a pretty good outline on where to go and the route. So you this is perfect.
You know, I might be like labeling things in primordial.
Gotcha. Just so
Just-
it's a little bit more difficult for someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll rewrite this later when we're back at the mill, so that everyone else can read it. But.
Nice. Cool. Unless anyone else is doing anything specifically regarding the future of the plan, welcome, Julius.
Hey, look who it is. Well, time to end session.
I figured,
Nah, not
but I figured I'd jump in with you. Guys are doing.
entirely true.
Yeah, we had a full, TPK here just a couple minutes ago.
You guys,
We're making new
no
characters
way.
right now. You got brutally killed in a car accident with a mini bike.
That's not fair.
also you saw an Among Us and it haunted you for the rest of your life.
Yeah. There's a sus among you.
Yeah, I just had to go get crazy.
But yeah, you guys are returning home on this dark evening, going back to the undecided mill.
Did this white-haired Echo Knight ever actually send a text message so I could confirm their number or put her number in my phone?
When you reach your base, you get a message, oh, sorry, new phone, and then writes, I got it. Typing it almost exactly how she would speak. But just to recap the session really quickly for you, Julius.
I'm sorry.
No, it's cool, man. You had stuff to do. Bar met person. Vaguely knew who you guys were. No threat though. Mad because just some dumb happenings. Go to Amers, get your stuff to be done.
Check in with Dorothy.
Check in with Dorothy. You guys, if you guys go back tomorrow morning, your stuff would be done. Back to Amers, yeah.
Okay, word.
That should be it. Waffle Place.
Who's the Echo Knight?
Arabella's disappeared.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely forgot to mention that. Some fake news stuff.
There was a very suspicious news broadcast.
Yeah, very.
What happened in the
So
broadcast?
I could actually send it to you guys.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, let me find it.
Mm.
What the fuck is this?
And is Reed just rounding up all the people that know us? Like what?
That was my suspicion, which is why we were just like, we should check on Dorothy.
Yeah, and Juanita and Jeffrey.
Who the fuck is Juanita and Jeffrey?
That's my mom and dad. Wow.
Yeah. So I would say
I'm not good
that
with names.
before you head it into Waffle Place, you make a stop at your parents'. They're chilling. They haven't seen you in a little bit. They were worried about you, but obviously they're not snitching on you. But they're just worried about you specifically, Julius. I'll put this in lore drop. Oh shit, it is not coming out right. I don't. Actually, yeah, we're fine. There we go. But yeah, you could read that. That's basically what happened in the news broadcast.
Cool.
It is pretty late. Well, not late, but I would say it is 9 o'clock. You guys spent 8 o'clock. You guys spent a little bit of time in Waffle Place enjoying. You get the text, Jay, and everything is all right. Are you guys? Yeah, what are you guys doing right now?
We found a way into Reed's Tower, in through the sewers, but it is guarded by a couple of enforcers.
Mm. Okay, so y'all did some scouting on that.
Yep, I went in as a rat, and Jay had his mechanical bird.
Speaking of which,
Whoa, and there's some bullshit about reptilian humanoids being more prone to violence.
Yep.
That's messed up, man. You can't just judge people just because they're reptiles, saying that they're more prone to violence. Walleye's been super chill.
That
Walleye is
same
very
conversation,
violent.
somebody might have called Walleye domestic terrorist. No, an eco-terrorist.
Wow, that's a
Very
stretch. I haven't seen you do.
uncharacteristically angry at that, even in their drunken state.
Why would Walleye be an eco-terrorist? He literally hasn't said anything about the environment at all. And I've been cutting down tons of trees.
I don't know. Guess you gotta find out, huh?
Are you an eco-terrorist, Walleye?
The
Julius
entire
is like
thing was that
scratching his head.
the entire point of that whole conversation was they were getting drunk angry at this person for calling them that, saying they are not with them.
So you're not with the eco-terrorist? Do you know the eco-terrorist personally?
Well, I will not answer that question.
Sorry, Walleye. It's just hard to get a full grasp of your mysterious situation. There's just like a lot we don't know. I don't know what I don't know. You know what I mean? I didn't want to insult you by not acknowledging your eco-terrorism if that was your lane.
They're
But if
signaling you to stop.
We
You're
just
digging
found
yourself into a deeper hole.
So are you like anti-eco-terrorism? Like, were you fighting against the terrorists?
They're putting their hands up to their temples and just rubbing like. Ugh.
Probably shouldn't start another fight.
There was a fight?
No, I'm talking about the one that you started before.
Oh, that was all in good sport. I feel like we all learned a lot from that fight, no? Like, anybody else feel like they learned a lot?
No.
No? All right. Well, it's all about perspective, I guess. Was not expecting the big snake god at the end.
You probably
Well,
learned
you
how
weren't
petty
anything.
Naren can get.
Yeah, Narina. I didn't expect spicy Narina on that. But yeah, it's a shame. I missed the banter with the brother for the trying to get his arms back. I really wanted to. Maybe I'll talk to him tomorrow. But yeah, Arabella quite concerning. Was there any evidence about like? Did we have a chance to collect any evidence, or like, did we just basically hear about her being
We know her last known location, which was in the
Hittori
area
Town.
of area of New Yingard that's just north of where the where Reed's Tower is. So
How
she was
weird.
apparently been doing impromptu concerts in order to try to raise awareness of my innocence.
Yep.
Okay, so she was showing some support, and now she's mysteriously disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of
As-
like Kinless.
I have my fingers crossed that she's in the same place as Kinless. So that we
Okay.
at the same time.
So what else do we feel like we need to prepare for? Like, I know EMPs seem to help us before with jamming up Reed's stuff. So maybe that's something. I've been doing a lot better with scouting around the city for illegal activities. But you know what I mean? Or like maybe Jay's got a line on that. I think he procured that EMP pretty readily last time.
We got a point of entry. We know what the first floor of Reed's Tower is like. If we can somehow find blueprints of the basement levels, or even like how many basement levels there are, that would help. Because that so far the main lead we got is that Kinless is likely in Reed's basement.
Heard. Okay, yeah. So maybe I guess do we know? Does Walleye know anyone in like public services who might have access to paperwork? We can get some blueprints.
No.
Okay. Well, it's just like it could be a broad scope. I'm just trying to see where the chips lie on Walleye's. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
On his docket.
The only other thing is if we can find out some more information about where Arabella was last seen. Like, we know that she was performing in that area, and then she went into her van to leave, and that was the last that was seen of her. So if there's anyone like
maybe that's something I can help with. Maybe I can beat the streets a bit in disguise. I'm typically pretty good at talking to people. I feel like you guys like talking to me, right?
Maybe even
I give a wink at Walleye.
Maybe even see if there was a sighting around the area around the time of the interesting group of individuals that came into our mill and kidnapped Kinless. Maybe the same group grabbed her.
Yeah, no doubt. Like maybe we get some images worked up or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Mostly Naren's been like chomping at the bit to just go rescue her friends, but she's like, she knows they can't just storm in, so she's just trying to
Reed's tower is going to be tricky. Maybe we may want to prepare with some like invisibility type stuff as well for our exit plans. Maybe some creative strategies.
I still have Pass Without Trace. I also prepare Locate Object. If I could probably attune that to Kinless's helmet to pinpoint where he might be in the basement.
Word, that'll be good for directing us once we're down there.
Yep.
Sweet, sweet. Anybody else got any tactical ideas, like what we might need to prepare ourselves for, like getting in there? Health potions. I could stand to pick up a couple, so I'm not always wasting Noreen's and
My spell slot.
You could grab those pretty easily. I'll get drugstore.
And like, in your world, Geo, are mana potions a thing? Or I couldn't remember if that was you or if that was another.
Mana potions doing what exactly?
I mean, it works different for most people sometimes, but
true.
Something to like store spell slots?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. Healing potions definitely though.
So what's all right, so we got some plans. I can do some more what time is it right now?
It is 8 o'clock.
Okay, so it's pretty much nighttime. I can try to go out and do some scouting for some other resources, the illegal kind that we like to run up on. If somebody wants to help.
We also know the guards that were guarding the sewer entrance. Their shift changes are 12 and 6 a.m. and p.m.
Oh, sweet, yeah. So we got some time to gather some materials here, it seems like, and whatnot. So, Noreen, you're really perceptive. Would you like to help me scour the city?
Sure.
We can be out for vengeance. I don't know, and I turn to everybody else and I'm like, you guys, I was just messing. You guys can totally help if you want as well.
Why not? Why not?
Jay, what you doing? Did you get a chance to work on my shield? Or is Jay even here?
He is. You are muted, friend.
Mein Fräulein.
I have to be quiet because my brother has to go to work at like 3 a.m. So I've been typing in chat.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see some chocolate chip waffles, 3 eggs, piece of bacon, side of hash browns. Bring extra water. Is a helm of telepathy be something while I would want?
Well, I didn't understand that they could respond when you tried to do telepathy with them before, so. I'll just leave it there.
Cool. You guys are gonna head out into the city.
Seems like.
Cool.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we get the potions first since it's still a little early, but then we can just start looking around. Also, it might benefit us to like be stealthy around some enforcer areas and kind of see what their movements are looking like. They're actively like after us at this point, so any information on like what their procedures are and what we might want to look out for, you know what I mean, in our dealings around the city would probably be helpful.
Yeah.
Judas, I assume you're going with, right? Cool. So, you guys are all hyped to be moving around, go back into the city after just returning. This was just a pit stop, anyways.
Oh, did we rest or anything? Are we resting?
You rested like last night. You guys didn't.
Yeah, we've had a rest.
Yeah, you guys didn't really use much
since the fighting.
Yeah. You guys are full HP.
We probably stopped by to like drop off like any of the like I would want to drop off the map that I had drawn and stuff. And have a secure like private place we could discuss all of this planning.
We should probably get our hideout here warded against like magical perception. I don't know how to articulate that. Maybe that's something to put in the air. We have some magic person come and keep people from like seeing in here with magic. I feel like that's a thing magic can do.
Yep. As you guys are rallying up to head outside, you open the door, and Noreen and Judas, you see out in the rain, reaching for the door, you see the robotic looking person cloaked in dark garments.
I shoot Eldritch Blasts at him. JK.
It's still raining.
Yeah, it is.
Like puts up their hood.
It is raining. His hand that has been reaching out for the door goes back to his side, and he reaches into his back pocket. And as he pulls his hand out, he hands you what looks like to be an invitation letter. And you guys see, I'm gonna put it in Lord Drop. Almost like it is a very cheap smartphone, which is pretty much just used for like invitations and shit like that. And it tells you are invited to Reed Industries HQ tomorrow. Accept or deny. No, it's not a burner. It's like paper, but a little bit hologrammy.
It's like the magazines in Detroit Become Human.
I've never played, but that sounds cool. So yeah.
Yeah, the magazines are basically like thin tablets that are just like left wherever.
Yeah, that sounds cool then. Yeah.
And you just flip the pages. It's like an e-reader sort of thing. You flip the pages by swiping.
Exactly. He hands you like a small e-reader. That's what that is. And he hands it over to Julius, which is the first person out.
I'm just like looking at this guy and I'm just, excuse me, who are you?
Why are you here?
He waves his hand like signaling for you to grab the e-reader.
I guess I basically start to reach for it and I say, why were you here before? We know you made a visit inside to apprehend our friend.
I would assume that Wale would be close enough to the door to be able to see him. But Wale, you see this person signal can't talk.
Yeah, do I recognize this as one of the figures that were shown to?
Yes,
to
you and Judas would recognize them.
Nudge them aside. All right, get out of the way, Julius. Wally's taking over. Big Chicken stands in front of the doorway. Signs to them. Who are you?
My name doesn't matter.
Why are you here?
The invitation.
What is the invitation for?
Reed wants to meet you.
Why?
Proposal.
What proposal?
He doesn't say anything.
What proposal?
Refuses to elaborate.
They do it they sign slower. What proposal?
Take.
Alright, they pull up the notebook, write down the information said.
has two options: accept or deny. Assuming you pressing accept, it has select your preferred time: 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. This guy continues to menacingly stare at you guys.
Do we want to capture this guy? I whispered back to the team.
Narine's just like very nervously looking around, like looking to Jay and glaring at the guy.
Y is going to turn
What?
around back to the person, and they're gonna yes, read chat. I see that. Y is going to write down their opinion of, they already know we're here. What's the point?
Of capturing him?
Nods. I hope
Maybe
I'm saying
we
that
could-
discreetly.
And maybe
Just standing
we
right there.
could interrogate him.
They understand you.
Do we want to play
Yeah,
nice?
whispering.
As that's the entire the whole the main concern here is just like, do we want to play nice with Reed?
Well, I mean, I do have this gnawing feeling in the back of my mind about what the moon nymph was saying about essentially him not being the real problem. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we've gone so far into like being against him that we didn't really give a chance to have an explanation. Yeah. So I don't know if the real enemy is like the Empress. She seemed like she was summoning even more diverse and like powerful Alidije. And like Reed was kind of just like a scrub and a little bitch, or you know what I mean? In
Who's
her
holding
words.
out to the invitation right now?
Julius has it.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure.
They would motion
Judas,
to hand it over real quick.
Judas, you have not made efforts to get on common ground with him. You've been super antagonistic every time you talk to him.
I assume Julius hands over the.
Yeah, I passed it over.
Yeah.
Great. Except 8 p.m.
He puts his hand forth to grab the e-reader.
8 p.m. Why not 3?
I have to pick something up. They hand it
Oh,
back
did you get your
with
shield?
a lot of intent. Just emanating.
When you're giving it back to him, make a perception check. You can tell ever so slightly. Yes, Judas. I'm going to build up anticipation by answering your question first. Oh, right, true. I will ask him a question. Wait, what's your question? I don't.
When he was here before, he didn't participate in the kidnapping. Why?
Oh, okay,
That was
okay. Gotcha. Thank you.
I've been like having half an eye over on chat the entire time.
Yeah,
so.
I was trying to find the question, but I couldn't. Okay. I assume Walleye would translate for you. or you would no, you would rather just talk to him directly. When you do that, while this person mentions to you, no here.
They would relay that. They were not here.
Since you would be able to like see what he means,
Oh,
hear
sorry,
as
I
in
wanna
like
clear-
sound.
Okay. Yeah, I was about to ask that.
Yeah.
Like, hang on a second.
Mm.
They tap their ears into an X. Point back to them. In the
And,
most simplest of terms to get across.
and then this is when Judas would be asking, the question.
Mhm.
The man responds, I only do what the mission tells me to do.
He's loyal to a fault.
And he raises up his hand and shows you the palm of his hand, which you can surmise is either like human or human-like, like an elf, dwarf. What you can't really assume he's a dwarf, but something along the lines of human or half elf or something like that. It's just a palm, a normal palm of the hand, and puts his glove back on.
What kind of work are you doing for Reed? I poke my head out the door while I was like in the middle.
Yeah.
Like,
Scooch to the side so you can ask your question.
Would respond with no work, just mission.
what's your mission?
Responding to Judas first. Yes. And then responding to Julius, you said, what's your mission?
Mm-hmm.
Changes.
To what?
Whatever they tell me.
What have you changed so far?
Mission changes. Responding to Judas, no.
What has the missions been about?
You see him looking at the palm of his hand, and he says to Walleye, out of time. And far, far back, you see a very familiar looking Arcamada bike. Goes up to it and drives off. That Arcamada bike being Momo's previous bike.
Oh.
Of which Walleye is not aware of.
Of which Walleye is not aware of.
Nice bike.
He's got Momo's bike. Fuck's that about? Should have just captured him. I could feel it. I was just worried they'd try to use it against us.
But
I should have asked if he knew about Arabella, but I didn't want to say too much.
I would imagine the anxiety of seeing someone directly involved with the confrontation of your friend would probably make you panic a little bit, make you hesitant.
Yeah, and just like the internal struggle of like how much should I bite my tongue and how much should I say or accuse or
the skin tone was a light tan. The palm of his hand you could see was pretty light. Yeah. The ebook. I'm not reading that. You can assume that the frame he has is a guy. Yes. Pretty stocky. But that being said, you guys can continue onward. You said 8 p.m., right? Walleye?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 8 p.m.
Gotcha.
That's the one they clicked.
Cool. You guys can head out into the city if you want.
Mhm.
Going to do whatever it is before you were interrupted by this man.
Yeah, we'll play nice for this meeting, but still plan on the break-in if we need to.
We need. This reminds me that we need some surveillance in the area. I feel like people just be whirling up on us with no warning.
That is fair.
Camera in front of our door.
Can we stop by an electronics store to get the basic set? The like some get a price point on some like connected camera setups. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can.
A radio hut, I think, is what they call them.
Electronic specifically stores would probably be closed at this point, but
Okay.
Walmart like stores would still be open. Definitely, you can go to Walmart.
I don't think they'd have what we need, but maybe we wait till the morning.
You can. You definitely have time. Wall World.
Yeah, go there after Amers.
Yeah. I'll say. Well, what are you guys picking up? Like potions and stuff?
Yeah, we're picking up potions and like just keeping an ear to
Maybe trying to talk to some people about Arabella in that area.
Yeah, head to Hitori Town and just sort of see if we can find any witnesses to what happened to Arabella.
Gotcha.
And then as it gets later, potentially like doing some scouting on some enforcer precincts and areas to kind of get a feel for their increased presence and like maybe some more of their tactics or whatever some of their like how they might be deploying men and stuff like that.
Right.
If there's no enforcers around where Arabella was kidnapped, I'd just be like, even while I was able to figure out where she was grabbed from,
Well, I just got really lucky by using a different search engine, okay?
just like I would, if they were looking for her, I would expect there to be, if there was concern about it, I would expect there to be enforcers around there. But I'm not expecting there to be concern about it because I'm assuming that the person who has the enforcers in his pocket knows exactly where she is.
So you guys can freely make the rolls you want to do. My small brain cannot handle all of what you guys said, but I do know vaguely what you guys are doing. So one at a time. Tell me what you're rolling, and how you're rolling for it, or what you're doing with the roll. So let's start with Jay. If you're doing anything, just type it out, brother. Just a lot to process. I feel like this would be easier. I'm gonna assume he doesn't have anything. Oh, here we go.
Typing.
Mm.
Come back to me. Gotcha. Julius.
Whoa.
Little clingy bun. Okay. Gross. Julius.
Basically, yeah, I was looking to stop by a little health potion shop real quick,
Yeah.
and then okay.
If you know the health potions by heart, then just turn that gold into silver pieces. They are mass produced.
I don't know how much they cost.
Okay, I'm looking at for it right now.
Should we each
yeah.
grab 2?
Which day?
I was asking if we should each grab 2 health potions just to.
Maybe, yeah, just to keep it.
Cool. What type of healing potions?
So regulars, I'm sorry, I couldn't remember for your games. Were they like just the straight numbers, or did they have to roll?
Okay. So, you can use it as an action or bonus action.
Oh, that's right.
Bonus
that's
action,
right. Yep.
you roll. Action, you get the greatest number possible.
Words, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
I'd probably just grab 2 regular, so 100 GP.
2 regular. Turn it into silver pieces. So.
I have a bunch of silver, so.
Oh no, like So like, 50 GP is normal for the
okay.
regular. It'd be 50 silver pieces instead.
Oh, okay, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, so instead of gold, they cost silver.
Yeah.
Okay. Word.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, brother.
So, that'd be 100 silver. So.
Anything else, Julius?
Yeah, and then so basically, I just want to start like after I make a quick stop in the store, I just want to start chatting around in the area. What was the area, Noreen?
It's Hitori Town.
Yeah, so just like taking a quick jaunt around Hitori Town. You know what I mean? I've got myself my features like I guess I'll just shift to looking more like a some other type of humanoid, maybe a dwarf with a nice full beard. You know what I mean? Or a maybe just another human with a nice full beard, but like very light complexion, different skin tone, no hair, no face tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I just walk around and I kind of I talk to people in my casual clothing about you know what I mean, the disappearance. See if I can drum any information up just talking to people.
And while he's talking, I'll just sort of be nearby, just observing, gauging reactions.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Julius. Hmm. I want to say just straight charisma check with advantage. Judas is kind of like this is his territory, so
Mhm.
kind of knows the streets.
Okay, we're kind of, you know what I mean, collaborating. I've been around the city, kind of looking for criminal activity. He knows the place.
And Noreen, you can roll insight just in case it shows up. Oh,
Oof.
Ouch.
You say a charisma check,
yeah.
right?
And that one.
I almost rolled the save. Oh, but the 20 on the charisma check.
Yeah, you
Maybe
get,
I'm too distracted looking at the other people passing by.
yeah. Maybe you're just a little bit too far away.
Mm-hmm.
So
Or making sure Wally doesn't wander off into a bar.
right, yeah.
What? I wasn't planning on doing that.
Gotta stay focused, brother.
So, anyways, any nearby dive bars?
You can
They need to
tell
be in their top
that
shape for tomorrow.
there's a couple people that know a little bit more than normal of what happened, like officially. You can muster up that she was seen. I feel she was seen getting off her usual van at one point, going into a somewhat empty restaurant, and then people men in like black suits coming in and just taking her by force. But
Any like distinguishing markings on them, or like what direction they fled in? What kind of
Any
vehicles or
particularly
anything?
large dwarf?
black suits, like as close as Men in Black as you can get. However, you can't really confirm this. There's no one with. This is just hearsay, and there's like no one with cameras or any like video or like photo or anything like that.
Yeah.
But there were a few people saying that.
Damn, looks like they just kind of showed up and disappeared her real quick professionally
Mm-hmm.
with some black suited stealth team.
Sounds fairly similar to what happened to Kinless, huh?
Well, Kinless seemed like they might have been waiting for us.
Yeah.
This seemed like it was another kind of task force that was maybe something more clandestine inside of the police force, probably. Whereas, like those guys seem like they were being outsourced, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas, like these black suited guys, very much seem like an insourced
Mhm.
operation.
Walleye,
Yes.
you are up to something, aren't you? Maybe.
Mostly just following the group. I mean, maybe they're looking to see if there's any, like, really cheap bars they can just get a really good bang for their buck at. But you know, they're mostly just following along.
Perception.
Doesn't matter how trashy the bar is. I'll say that. 12.
There's some, not specifically, not bars.
Oh wait, sorry. I just said that Walleye would want to be in peak condition for tomorrow, so they aren't actually
okay.
looking for bars. Never mind.
That's fine.
Sorry, that just went over my head for a second.
It's alright.
No, Walleye is being a good person tonight. They are.
Just from habit, he was keeping an eye out for a bar, and then when he actually finds, wait, never mind.
No debauchery for tonight.
Nope. Cool.
That's for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anything,
For after we deal with the meeting and possibly rescue.
anything else?
I mean, that was a good bit of information gathering, but as the night gets a little later, definitely want to surveil a couple different enforcer precincts before heading home. I don't know if anybody else wanted to do anything else, but that was on my list. I kind of want to get a feel for like what they're mobilizing and shit. I feel like it's good to know.
I'll keep an eye out with you.
Cool. Perception with advantage.
I'll assist Noreen with the perceiving.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm like making helpful.
Oh, and I'll
Giving you the tips and tricks that I've learned from like, you know what I mean, being out in the city. I'm like, yeah, if you just like kind of hide yourself behind these things and like, you know what I mean, if you use the makeup to kind of put some like tree bark on yourself, you can really like just, you know what I mean.
I could turn into a cat or something to
Right. We're working it from different angles. We got like levels to our surveillance.
when I was scouting the sewers to find the sewer entrance into Reeds, I was doing so as a rat. So that tactic is still fresh on my mind.
A couple times I just change my clothes into my like activewear and I just go for a jog, you know what I mean? Like
Nice. Sorry, brain rot. What did you say you were looking for? Like what they're like?
yeah, just like the enforcer's activity. What Julius was learning.
Anything suspicious?
Yeah, anything suspicious. If they're moving, dispatching people anywhere, if they're like got, you know what I mean, larger than normal activity, you know what I mean? If it seems like they're mobilizing any resources that I might recognize that like might spell trouble for us, blah blah blah.
With that 20, everything seems to be relatively normal, like as a regular night in the big city as you can. A couple people hunting down vigilantes, nothing really out of the ordinary.
Okay.
That's a bit more ominous. I don't like that. All right, well, I guess I'm packing it up for the night. We got some potions. Oh, I forgot to do that.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, I took out the money. I didn't like put the potions in my inventory, so.
So regular potions, right?
Yeah, that's what I would have grabbed at least.
Yeah.
If they're for silvers, I'm probably gonna just grab 2 graders and 2 regulars.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
I don't like to come back to it. I get a little bit for a while.
Nice. That being said, I assume you guys go back to your undecided mill for the night with a little bit more knowledge, ready to. Yes.
When we get there, can I talk to Jay about potentially just like looking at spots first for where we might want to set up these surveillance things, and then maybe like in the area around as well, like looking at points for where it might be good to maybe put up some poles, you know what I mean? Like I can chop down a tree and turn that into a nice tall pole a couple times pretty easily.
Only just trees to make them more inconspicuous.
Oh, that's an even better idea. See, that's why we keep you around, Noreen. Not just for the perception, for that active mind you got going on there.
Yeah.
So yeah, like maybe we just like look at some good spots to like contain our surveillance. You know what I mean? Since we're out here already. Yep.
Absolutely.
Try to make it as stealthy as possible, but like I'm tired of people just coming up here. We need some type of warning system or something.
Stay away, big dog.
You see, all
Motion
you need
activated
is, like,
light.
2 sticks, a bit of string, and a loaded shotgun behind a bush.
Nice. Yeah, you guys, this is your land, so you would know where the best trees around are, and
Mm-hmm.
which places would be good for what you guys have planned. Um,
I can climb up into the tree to place them.
yeah, for sure.
Noreen talks to the trees. To
I
see
can
what's what.
actually. I do have speak with plants.
That is true. Um,
Like some forest surveillance around the area. And,
Well, actually, no, I don't even need to use speak with plants anymore. I have that dried leaf. You could speak with the plants if you want.
um,
I'll try to cut back on cutting down you guys. I'm sorry.
oh, you're good. You guys ready up?
Plant some
your
tree
plan.
seeds.
You guys figure out what you're gonna do. Figure out the plan for your base, and take a good night's rest, getting fully healed in the morning. And that is where we are going to call it, because I feel awful.
All right. Yeah, I've been fighting a headache today too, so.
Yeah, it's rough.
Glad I could catch a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, I can't wait to just go walk into the lobby of Reed Inc. Nothing will go bad.
A plane definitely won't crash.
Yeah, the last time we were there, nothing terrible happened. So
No, not at all.
Nothing.
Planes don't
It
exist.
Just
wasn't
walk
the-
right in.
I mean, he did invite us.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, we should have took a picture of that so we'd have proof. Damn.
Cool. You guys have a good night. I am going to head out. Oh, real quick,
Yeah.
Julius. If you were working on something specifically, like that took you weeks, let me know how many weeks that is, and then.
Oh, sweet. We ran some of the downtime.
No, but I'm thinking of like doing it very soon.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah, I'll send you what while I was searching up earlier
Yeah.
on their own.
Gotcha. That being said, session is over, and I will talk to you guys next time.